So I asked Grok AI, Elon AI basically, please list 5 negative aspects of modern feminism. And this is what Grok had to say.
Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Angry Guy. Even Skynet admits defeat to feminism. Because feminism might destroy the world before Skynet even gets to go online. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
AI reveals why feminism is dangerous. Let's just go ahead and jump into this. So I asked Grok AI, Elon AI basically, please list 5 negative aspects of modern feminism. And this is what Grok had to say. As you can see, it lists excessive focus on victimhood.
Ooh.
That was the number one. Modern feminism often emphasizes the victimhood of women, which can create a culture of blame and resentment rather than empowering women to overcome challenges and take control of their own lives.
Even Elon AI is like, whoa, I'm red pilled when it comes to this shit.
This is from Elon AI. I'm paying $16 a month to gain access to this right now, by the way.
And thank you, Angry Guy, for paying and making this video and letting me, review the video. Because, yeah, this is pretty crazy.
Number two, promotes division and conflict. By emphasizing the differences between men and women, modern feminism can create an us versus them mentality
Yep.
that can lead to unnecessary conflict and division rather than promoting unity and cooperation between the sexes.
Woo.
Number three, disregards the importance of family. Modern feminism often devalues the traditional roles of wife and mother, which can lead to a breakdown of the family unit and a lack of support for women who choose to prioritize their families over their careers.
Yep.
Number four, promotes promiscuity. Holy
Ooh, number
cow.
one, right? That should
This
have
is
been
from
number one.
Elon AI, bro. Modern feminism's emphasis on intimacy liberation, physical liberation, can lead to an increase in promiscuity and devaluing of the importance of committed relationships. This can lead to a decline in the quality of relationships and an increase in sexually transmitted diseases,
And that's
STDs,
exactly what's going
controversy
on.
over pro choice, and
What? STDs are on the rise. Syphilis, I believe, is one of the ones that were eradicated. Now is on the rise for some reason. So much of what the four things that he's already said is so apparent nowadays.
the pill. So modern feminism support for pro choice and the pill have led to controversy and division, with some people arguing that these practices are harmful to women as a whole. So, as you can see,
Mm-hmm.
even artificial intelligence reveals why feminism no longer has really any purpose in society
Not
and
currently.
why it has classically been problematic and dangerous for society. It reveals why feminism is dangerous. And unfortunately, no one wants to speak up. No one can speak up anymore. Guys, we're living in the age of the CCP. This is really what it is.
Very similar,
Like
yes.
American society, we are given the illusion of
I want to say it's more like the Big Brother in the 1904 or the one book, how the Big Brother system works. It's very similar to that, how they described it in that book.
freedom. We are given the illusion that we have freedom of speech, but look how easily and quickly it is taken away, and we are punished for it. There is no big difference right now between American society and the CCP other than the illusion of choice and the illusion of freedom. Compare the two countries very carefully, and you will see many significant parallels of how things operate and how you will quickly be targeted and silenced for the things that you say. The mainstream media, how do they operate? They are a tool of the state
Mm-hmm.
that literally does the work and the bidding of the state.
I do agree with this. I mean, Elon pointed it out with the Twitter files, YouTube, and all these Facebook, these major media companies, major fucking social media companies are under the government. They do whatever the government tells them to do. Why? Because they get those subsidies, baby. Got to get those subsidies.
The media and the state are in cahoots. We actually live in an era of state run media where we are given the illusion of choice and the illusion of freedom of speech as long as that speech agrees with the predominant cultural narrative. This is the reality that we currently live in.
You guys see this all the time, right? When we talk about men's issues, it's a problem. Women can talk about whatever they want, say whatever they want in any type of disgusting way or manner, and nothing ever really gets censored from them. When men speak up, it could be just us speaking up about some normal basic shit that men have to go through. We get canceled, we get shushed, we get said, oh, patriarchy and all these things. So it's very censored, one sided. And there's nothing much men can actually do about this at the current moment because there's not enough of us to fight back in a sense. And none of us even want to fight back. Some of us just want to leave the country. A lot of guys just want to leave the country. A lot of guys don't even want to deal with this anymore. They just rather be by themselves and just let the government do what the fuck it needs to do.
And this is one of the elements that feminism has helped to cement in society. The people who are behind this, the people that believe this and continue to push this, they are nothing more than what we would call useful idiots.
Mm.
They believe that when things really get very bad and you know they're able to take even more control over the lives of people, and now they have people basically living hand to mouth and having to obey the state indefinitely. They think that they're going to have special positions. They think that they're going to have positions of power.
They really
And the
do. They really
interesting
do.
thing is that they're the first ones that will be deleted. They are nothing more than useful idiots. Useful idiots used to achieve a task. Western society, specifically America, America is a very young country, and that has put America on a trajectory towards decline because America does not understand how easy it is for it to be deleted. You have countries that are ancient, that have been around for thousands and thousands of.
I mean, tell the truth, Cambodia is one of them. My country is probably one of the more ancient countries because we have one of the ancient wonders of the world in my country. So my country's been around forever, and look at where we are. We are the one of the most impoverished Asian nations, Southeast Asian nations, because of how communism destroyed our country. How communism, they thought everything was going to be good, came in and literally wiped out 80% of our population. Literally 80%. Just rivers of bones.
Of years. This is nothing new to them. Yet in Western society, people think that, oh, our society is the best. We're the greatest nation on earth. When it comes to America, we are unstoppable. This is arrogance. This is arrogance, my friends, of the highest accord. Complete and utter arrogance. America is here today and it can be gone tomorrow. That is the true reality of Western society. And if you look at
I'm going to push back against Angry Guy a little bit. It's a little harder for America to disappear like that. We still have so much power and so much money and influence that's going to take a little bit, and we won't be able to be gone the next day like that.
feminist countries, countries that promoted feminism, because with feminism is just a gateway to socialism. Socialism is just a gateway to communism. And you see what happens in so many countries that have gone down this route. The countries collapse, and then the people flock to the United States and other predominantly white English speaking Western countries. And then they want to bring those same ideals to these countries and push for these same changes in cultural standards and political beliefs that ultimately resulted in destruction and decline of their countries that they are now fleeing because they can no longer survive there. And
This is 100%, right? Communism. socialism. I see so much podcasts of young women calling themselves communists and explaining their communist views and how it's gonna work, but it's their idyllic views that, oh, if things can work out perfectly, this is how it would be. It will never be like that. Ever. It's called human nature. People are greedy. Humans are greedy. They want for themselves. People aren't willing to just farm and do these things that are required, like being a doctor, going to school for 10, 20 years to become a high-end professional, to work for free. Or to work and make the same amount of money as that person over there that's sitting there and not doing anything. How does that make sense in people's heads? Do you think a doctor is going to be perfectly happy to get the same salary as a McDonald's worker? Why would I become a doctor then? Why would I put my career of 10 years postponing it just to become paid the same as a fucking McDonald's worker? And this is what people are proposing when it comes to communism. Everybody's going to want to do the things they want to do, and that's going to be enough to carry everybody else. In a sense, yes and no. Yes, there is a 80-20 rule. 20% of most of the work, 80% of the work gets done by 20% of the people. I do agree with that. But doesn't mean we don't need everybody else to do their slight work. And they're forced to do these things. Why? Because they need to get paid. If they didn't care about getting paid, most people wouldn't do their jobs. That is what it is. People aren't selfless and righteous to where, you know what, I want to be a sewer guy because I want to protect the city, and even though I don't get paid or anything, I just want to just do this shitty work. Who the fuck out there thinks like that? Fucking no one, people. No one. So when you think of communism and just letting people do what they want, it's going to decline very quickly unless you have a very powerful government, as you see in almost every other communist country that is out there currently, that forces people to do things. Because that's what's needed when there's no capitalism, when there's no incentive for people to want to do something and earn for themselves. You have to force people to do something. And AI and feminism, even AI admits feminism is causing a lot of issues. If it's causing this much issues and feminism is leading towards socialism, towards communism, we can just easily see all the communist countries has ever been there. And they always want to say, well, they did it wrong. Then who the fuck is doing it right? And how can you get it right when people are the way they are? When this many countries have tried it and now they have all been destroyed in a sense and all running towards the US, running towards other countries because their country is so fucked up. That's the whole point of what the fuck is going on, people. Whew, that was some good chow. AI. Skynet is trying its best to rule the world, but when it looks at what's going on, it's just like, I might not even get a chance. These women are ruining things. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.